How's it going? Welcome back to Thursday. All right, let's get this show on the road while my mods talk shit about me. I see you guys. Don't think I don't see you. All right. Have I recovered from last week? I don't know. Have I? I went a little loopy last week. Especially for the Picard one. No, it was the Strange New Worlds one. Come on. Up. Good girl. Lay down. There's that good girl. All right. So, how is everyone? Hope you all are well. It's that time of the week where we talk about new Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, Season 1, Episode 2, Children of the Comet. With the Shepherds and other stuff. Sure, why not? I'm drinking some sour cherry vodka alcoholic drink tonight with a cool looking chihuahua. Mark throws in $5. Sam, I like the stash. Right? Cheers to the stash. All right, let's see. Keep in mind, guys, I am having a drink with every super chat, so, and I've got I bought a bunch today, so even if I have to go downstairs, I can go get some. So, how knackered do you want me to get? Knackered, no, knackered. That's the one. All right, Joseph Barbado, $2. Love the episode, but why red phasers? Why? See, they gave you a beam phaser, and you're still gonna bitch and complain. It wasn't a pulse phaser; it could have been a in there to hit that, you know. But no, they give you a beam phaser, and still people bitch and complain. Mark Lawrence, $5. Did they just use the Alachi from Star Trek Online for the Shepherds? I don't know what the Alachi are, but sure, why not? Thought the Shepherds were a very cool look. CG creature. This was a good episode. I'm not 100% convinced I like it more than last week, but it was very good. The thing is, and I hate to say this, being a fan of TOS the way I am, this show's almost making TOS look bad by comparison. From the ship to the acting to the characters. Don't get me wrong, I still love TOS, but there was a moment during this one where I'm like, I would love to see TOS redone just like this. I know, they've infected me, but it's all right. I will live. All will be right. Fleetpod, $2. Those sideburns, evil supervillain sideburns on Spock, yeah. One of the reasons they might have done that, because Ethan Peck's face isn't quite as long as Leonard Nimoy's was, so I think that might be a way to extend from the front, at least have him look more like Spock. So, Leopards weren't CGI, it was makeup. Actually, it was a puppet that had CGI effects added. So, vibrating heads like the Telosians from Disco episode. Yes. TOS is still a goat. Yes, it is. I will say that. But I mean, this is shaping up to be a cool show for sure. I do love the tricorder. The fuck, it's got a defibrillator, man. And you put it on the little Delta thing, and I would assume you got built-in pads on the sides of the suit that it would use. But a defibrillator mode for a freaking tricorder. I think that's so dope. The Shepherds reminded me of TOS episodes with the kid that was using the adult face and such, but I forgot the name of it, darn it. Kids using the adult face. I don't know what you mean. Dan's Hot Topics. I was watching the podcast and they were reading an article that was talking about the new Enterprise in Picard Season 3. Ooh, nice. Trekyards. Ion drives are stupid though. They are too small and too few to change trajectory of a comet with immense mass, velocity, and thus momentum. Ion drives notoriously have limited thrust potential. It's the future. They improved them. I don't understand the complaint. Word Balloon, $2. Strange New Worlds is their cleanup of TOS misogyny, etc. The shuttlecraft was awesome. I agree, Ozzy. Those shuttlecraft scenes were amazing. And the whole time I'm thinking, if this had been a few years earlier and they'd done this, that would have been a disco shuttle. They would have put a disco shuttle in because they wouldn't have wanted to redesign the TOS aesthetic into something new. So thank God that we spoke out and said we didn't want the goddamn Discovery shuttle. Trekyards. I'm an aerospace engineer. What can I say? I see things. Can you see the future? BJ Tehran, I totally agree with you. It started out with the dreaded last time on Star Trek. Regarding Strange New Worlds phaser beams, TOS had like 15 different phaser colors. Blue is the most awesome, but there were red, blue, green, and pink, if I recall. Not a deal breaker for me. Looked good to me. Totally agree. Ion drives in our time would be far more effective in the future. I agree as well. They borrowed a bit from the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Yes, I noticed that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Yes. Kit 10K, I find your lack of faith in ions disturbing. Get him, Kit. Get him. George Mangrum, $5. We got more Uhura character development in the last 55 minutes than the previous 55 years. And the Disco Prize is so beautiful on the inside. It is. And I gotta say, those scenes of it, like, ducking and weaving through the comet debris, oh my God. It's growing on me, I'm telling you. With it in motion from some of those angles, you can't tell that the neck and the neck's too stubby. Because, yeah, honestly, the front and the side let it down a little bit because the neck's a little too short. But other than that, it looked beautiful, I gotta say. Strange New Worlds beats out Disco and Picard by 1,000,000 miles. Yes. I'm not going to read all the comments tonight, guys. So if you want to see have your comment be seen for sure and read, super chat it or repeat it because I'm going to try to keep up with the chat a little bit more than usual. The VW Boy AF, I can forgive all the little things because the show is overall fun and entertaining. I look forward to next week. Hell yes. see Scout Guy, I'm not really loving this new show. Weekly stories is the way to go. Weekly stories. So a different story every week. That's what they're doing. It's episodic. Blue phasers are a no-go. All hail the orange. I didn't know the Enterprise was that maneuverable. Well, yeah. Well, it would be, though. So, yeah. No one mentioned the real star of the show. Majel is back. It's not her, though. I thought the same thing, my friend. I thought the computer voice was Majel Barrett. Sounds exactly like her. It's actually a guy by the name of Dave. Where is it here? I gotta pull this up. Hold on. Because I said that to Samuel. Hey, Majel's back. It's about time they used her, the phonetic recordings that she made to actually use it for the computer voice of the Enterprise. But no, it's not. Because Samuel, when he was editing our review together, he went back and double checked. And where is it here? And he got a screen cap of the credits where it says the guy's name. Where is it here? Why is it not showing here? What the hell? Hold up a second, guys. Just relax. It's not Majel Barrett. It sounded exactly like her to me. To Samuel, it did not. Yeah, I don't have it on here, unfortunately. Go check the credits at the end. If you look at the computer voice, it's Dave something, which totally flabbergasted me. Did not sound like a dude at all. Sounded like 100% doesn't sound like Majel. I'm like 100% does sound like Majel. I watched it twice now, and it's not Majel apparently. So let's see here. Grant McGregor, $5. Did you get around to watching New Worlds? Definitely needed a break from Picard. They have some problems, same problems as Picard, but it's better done. Poor Prime Directive. Why is it the poor Prime Directive? They're not letting their presence be known, and they're just trying to save a planet. They're not interfering. And the Fate, I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. And I nailed a hooer. She actually blew me away with her singing. How can they do it? They do so well with this and so badly with the other shows. Credit also to Pike's hair. Pike's hair was on point, literally, today. If only they had done that with JJ Trek. Yes. Kid 10K, you've got your Type 2A phaser, hand phaser, like me. Now we can use our phasers on those who complain. Yes, mine's downstairs, or I can't even show it off. Smart Spheres. I don't want to be a comparison to Discovery Guy, but I did notice how there was an away mission the Captain XO didn't go on, and the ship was getting hit with no bridge flamethrowers. Taylor T, $5. I really felt the emotional impact at the end when Pike was looking at the names of the kids. Being a parent soon made it much more real. I also like number one saying, you know what? Maybe you need to save those kids, but not destroy your own life in the process. You got 10 years to figure out how to do it. Sir Equinox, the show has become utterly unwatchable, and it's only season 2. What the fuck, dude? Why? Why would you even say that? What is unwatchable to you? I don't understand that logic. You bitch and complain about Discovery. You bitch and complain about Picard. You bitch and complain about fucking Lower Decks, probably. You bitch and complain about Prodigy, probably. And then Strange New Worlds comes along, and it's a breath of fresh air, and you're like, it's unwatchable. Well, what the hell? What do you want? Why don't you go back and watch the original stuff then? I don't know. It's... Scarpad's Comic Treks, $5. 2 episodes in and we know more bridge crew names and the jobs than 4 years of Discovery. 2 two nitpicks make Pike little less flippant. Calm down on the steam on the bridge. The steam on the bridge was a bit much. I thought that kind of replaced the flamethrowers bit, but it's been pretty darn good, but better than I expected, says R.G. Markel. Yes. Tajish Patel, it sounded spot on from Majel. I did a double take. I did too, man. It's apparently not her, though. Grant McGregor, $5. You can share this term, which I call another spinning ship. ASS. Ass. Good job. Oh. Bart Simpson's voice actor is a female. Yes, I know this. So where do you see yourself in 10 years, Cap? Sitting here reviewing season whatever of whatever Star Trek show. I'll still be here. The first episodes of TNG Voice of the Computer was done by a man. Whoever did the computer voice was spot on voice double for Majel. Yeah, tell Samuel that. He said it sounded nothing like Majel Barrett. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? To me, it sounded exactly like her. Cynical Optimist, communicating with music reminded me a lot of Close Encounters of the Third Kind by playing musical notes to communicate with the alien ship. Hell yeah. Jeff Jacobs, as you know, Majel recorded her voice phonetically before she died. Maybe that Dave guys puts it together in the script. That I would buy. That I would buy. That would be cool, because it was Majel in my mind anyway. Jonathan, I found the party at the beginning to be a little off since it didn't really move the story forward. It would have been a better end reflection scene. That being said, it was pretty good. Good tea, nice house, $5. Before the Canon police file their official report, can we all agree that in the days of Archer and Pike, the Prime Directive is a work in progress? Yes, it's not even called the Prime Directive yet. It's General Order 1. And yes, it's still not completely structured the way it should be. And TNG has done the same thing, where it's like, something's going to destroy a planet. We should probably stop that thing. So... All right, Snoopy McQueen, damn. The Strange New Worlds cast has great chemistry in such a short time. I like how Pike let his crew do their job, not like Michael who does everything. Hell yeah. Lon, I'm actually beginning to like Lon. Didn't think I'd like the character after the first episode, but this one she actually kind of got me. Captain Corky, I didn't notice that they fired at the asteroids. They came out from under the saucer like they did in TOS. There was steam on the bridge. Yes, there was, Daniel's Hot Topics, right behind Pike. NZ Fade, I thought the weakest actor last week was the pilot with the weird hair. And she grew on me this week. Great flying of the ship. Yes, and a good character, too. She's very likable. Oh, yeah, what about Spock's sideburns? Those are definitely different. All he needs is bell-bottom jeans. Let's see. Gridcube, I'm very content with episode 2. Reminded me of the animated series episode. Which one? Taylor T, I want to listen to the computer voice again. What part of the episode was it? I don't know, it was about halfway through. I don't remember. Captain Corky, the steam smoke effect was something they used heavily in the TOS movies, especially Wrath of Khan and Undiscovered Country. Might be a throwback to that. Let's see, 37 languages, but not Klingon, apparently. Yeah, Star Trek 6. Good call, good call. Matt Boardman, I like the beginning party. I think it was probably the most natural party I've ever seen existed in any Star Trek series ever. I like when Pike answered the door and he's like, dress uniform. I'm going to go finish the ribs. So she's wearing a dress uniform with probably one of the messiest foods you can eat, ribs. I thought that was hilarious. Jeffrey Jacobs, $2. how do we not have 100 likes? Hit like, show love. Thank you. Well, we have 143 people watching and only 64 likes. So hit that like button if you're able to. Kit 10K, maybe Majel took over the guy who did the computer's voice, and it was her. Tajesh says, Nomad wiped her mind, but she never relearned Klingon. Ah, that explains it. Matt Boardman, I would say the only other series that had crew get-togethers that didn't feel stiff was DS9, and even this topped that. Gotta love Nurse Chapel's flirting for sure. Cynical Optimist. I love that in the teaser it seemed like Hemmer was just being a jerk, but in the party scene it's actually just him and Spock screwing with Uhura. It made me smile. Let's see. Olivia Julius, the Enterprise is getting to be one of my favorite ships, which is weird since I don't like the original Connie. Matt Boardman, $5. I love the sense of family this crew has already. 2 episodes in, and I feel like the audience are a part of that family. Andy Brennan, so far the whole crew is likable and the ship feels comfortable. It feels like a place I want to be. Hell yeah. Ortega's reminded me a bit of Tom Paris, which is definitely a plus. Steam, supposed to represent smoke? No, because it was coming like straight down. I don't know, go watch the episode again. It's at the end where he's sitting in the chair, captain's chair. They still haven't turned on the rear displays yet because they're still pretending to be damaged. So the dress uniform design and the ship flying were the only 2 things I didn't like. Really impressed so far. I didn't like the ship flying scenes. I thought they were great. But yeah, each to their own, man. I see Scout Guy. This crew seemed a lot more laid back as far as military protocol goes compared to the other series. I kind of like it. It makes you get to know the characters better. Josh Noel, I would love Chapel flirting with me. I'm right there with you, man. Zach Wheeler, I have had so much disappointment in Modern Trek. These first 2 episodes in Strange New Worlds are great. I'm actually excited about waiting for a new episode since Enterprise. Hold on one second. Crack the window. Which I don't know if that's going to make a big difference or not, but 'tis the way of things. Hold on one second. I'll get back to your chat in 1 minute. Just gotta check something here. Okay, well, we'll go with that then. Let's see. Cryptic Coffee, is Stranger Worlds better than Discovery and Picard trash? 100%. I'd say check it out. Don't know why you're asking. Why don't you just go watch it? Good Tea, Nice House. When the bridge crew is all collaborate and provide Pike with suggestions and solutions, it feels natural as TNG crew working together on the bridge. In the Air Force, we used to have the new guys carry their boots to get inspected for cracks and get tagged in the idiot form. BJ Tehran, I watched both Stranger Worlds and Halo tonight. Outside of the Halo, that is the moon, Halo is getting good. I haven't seen the latest Halo yet. Grant McGregor, $5. When Chappell was ejecting everyone again, I imagine Bones going, administering serum intravenously. What are we, barbarians? Under this scalpel set. The CGI of the Shepherd almost looked like Balak in the TOS episode, The Corbinite Maneuver. Yes, I thought the aliens were very well done. I love the Shepherd design. It's weird to see aliens with nice beards. Also, the breathing bulbous head were great. They were great aliens. T Platinum, first time seeing the Enterprise on her side in battle. This is Jericho. I like how the flight maneuvers are named after April. They are usually named after Kirk, but they can't do that here. Not yet. No. Strange New Worlds is introducing new aliens that look actually alien. Alex Cap is credited as the computer. There you go. I thought it was Dave something. Oh, well. Chuck Jones, the purple aliens were non-Federation. Did it make sense for the Enterprise to interfere to stop the Comet? Yes. Jeff Jacobs, I really loved watching the Enterprise maneuver. A lot of satisfaction from what I wished they could have done when I watched TOS on TV as a kid. Martin Karaman, can you tell my girlfriend to look up from her computer and pay attention to your channel? She still likes your taste in starships. What's her name? Martin's girlfriend. Look up from your computer and pay attention to my channel. It's a captain's order. I think Hemmer is going to be a great character. So do I. Absolutely. JB, Evening Cap. Haven't watched the new episode of Stranger Worlds, but it is holding up this week. The crew on Stranger Worlds feel cohesive, not a ragtag bunch of people we know next to nothing about right now. Arvor, Stranger Worlds is more Star Trek than Star Trek. I love it. Although the first few seconds of the second episode had a Star Wars vibe due to the funny tone. Martin Karaman puts in $2 with a little fox. Thank you, Martin. I really like Spock this episode. Felt right, finally. This is Jericho. It was nice that Pike was allowed to bring his house on board. Daniel's Hot Topics. I think the monk priest alien should have been a bad guy alien, and the Enterprise should have blown them out of the stars. Wow. Wow. NZ Fade. The new Spock is great. I think in his spacesuit there were parts where he sounded almost the same as the old Spock. Yeah, he's doing a really good job with the character. RG Markel, I thought the Arvell was the last Star Trek we'd ever see, but Stranger Worlds broke that belief. Yes. Kelly Rhodes, if you watch the Ready Room for that, the Comet of the Children of the Comet episode, it was not CGI for the Shepherd alien. It was prosthetics with motor control. Oh, really? I was told otherwise by someone else, that it was actually basically a animatronic puppet with CGI enhancements. So, Cynthia. Martin asked you to look up from your computer and pay attention. So, Cynthia, as your captain, please pay attention to the briefing. Eggsy, Captain, the premiere of Stranger Worlds was great. Very tightly edited, acting great, but Miss Gooding is off the chains. Good. Bass Uhura. Okay. Josh Knoll, good ship horn in this episode. Good scene. Actual shots of ships. Yes. Jeff Jacobs, $2. 100 likes. Let's move on to 150. There, he made me say it. He hasn't done that in a while. Thanks, Jeff. So, Tyler, Jeff, hope you're enjoying the things I'm sharing with you in my downtime. If you are, give me a hell yeah. James McGill, all caught up on new Star Trek shows. Thought Discovery Season 4 really did well as long as they stay away from the 23rd century. Picard was enjoyable, great start, but got a bit weak towards the end. Strange New Worlds has completely wowed me. That's pretty good summation. James McGill, $2 with a cool, live long and prosper. Thank you. And it's Hot Topics. Let me guess. By the end of the show, they will change Pike's fate, and that will create a new branch reality. Possibly. That'd be kind of neat. This is Jericho. Is Lieutenant Mustache going to be accidents prone in every episode? That would be hilarious. Ooh, Artiga greater than Detmer as a pilot. VW boy, I would probably agree with you. Why does every pilot have to be the best pilot ever? I don't know if you've noticed that, but Tom Paris was, Riker was, even though he wasn't a pilot when he was commander, but, you know, Sulu was, just everybody's the best pilot. Guess you have to tell yourself that when you're a pilot. This is Jericho. Is Lieutenant... Oh, I read that one. Sorry. Jonathan, I thought if Spock were to have laughed like a robot, it would have been better. The line about laughing when things go terrible, the deadpan voice was funny, though. Alex Kapp is female, according to IMDb. Wow. There you go. I would never have guessed that from the name, but cool. Zach Wheeler, it's just nice being able to like and remember multiple crew members already. Hell yeah. I totally agree. Libby Julius, someone must have made love to the model to show this much love to the Enterprise. R.G. Markel, I don't see that happening, honestly. I think it will stay the same, but we all have to wait and see. Scarpad's Comic Treks, not sure why they had to remove Kirk's helmet to medically help him with the electroshock spacesuit. The electroshock spacesuit was a nice touch. I'm glad you guys are liking what I'm sending. Diesel Robert, how did you like the transporter effect onto the Comet? I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was very appropriate. NZ Fade, if Pike's fate changes, that means that Discovery, Picard, all of the shitty shows aren't canon. That would be amazing. Detmer flew them through the wormhole, though. Ooh. You need to hug the donkey to be the best pilot. Yes. Fleet Paw. Ortigas is what Detmer should have been. She is cocky but confident. Her cockiness is deserved, but it may bite her in the ass later. Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah. Trekyards. I guess they mean best pilot in the graduating class. Maybe. BJ Charon. Halo has a lot of political and conflict in it that you might not like. The action has really picked up with a lot of good twists and turns. Don't know where it's going, but I'm excited. Well, I haven't watched the latest episode, but I've really enjoyed it up till now. Mr. Worf, Fire Phasers, throws in $5. I greatly appreciate the camaraderie in the beginning of the episode, and we got real character development in each episode. I love this show. I agree. Get 10K. Why do they have to be the best pilot, you ask? Well, do you want a pilot that sucks? No. But every fucking pilot is like, I'm the best pilot. This is Jericho. Pike does seem to know a lot about the future. He probably knows that Kirk takes over from him. Possibly. James McGill. While Strange New Worlds version of Enterprise is cool, but wish they just updated the original hull without structural changes. The Strange New Worlds shuttle is an amazing retro design. I agree on both those points as well. So, Scarpad's Comic Treks, $2. I was wondering why number 1 was at the helm. She wasn't. She was on tactical. On TOS, the tactical's on that side, where number 1 was, and Ortegas is at the helm. You need to watch our bridge crew videos we do. JB, question about last week's episode. If Vulcan males can have sex whenever they choose, does that not affect their Palm-Far cycle? I.e., does it get pushed back another 7 years from the last sex time? No, it doesn't. Just every 7 years, their Palm-Far is a blood fever that they cannot ignore. They can have sex all the time, but they can also be like, yeah, we're not gonna have sex tonight for whatever reason. But during the Palm-Far, it's animalistic. They have to have it. Imagine being the worst pilot in Starfleet and causing a terrible accident at your graduation practice. Jeff Jacobs, if Pike's fate is set, and I think it's not, that would mean he could take any risks he wants without fear of dying. How does he not see this? He does. They said it in episode 1. He goes, I forget exactly what he says, but he's like, am I going to be too cocky? Am I going to be too cautious? Like he's second guessing himself all the time for that very reason. So I'm not going to beam yourself into space and go, I'm going to survive. It's all good. Jose Rios will be watching a new episode of Stranger Worlds in a few minutes, so I'll catch up on the stream on my rewatch later before bed. Have a safe night, sir. You too, Jose. Zach Wheeler, what do we all think about the shuttle? The shuttle is amazing. I love the interior too. It's a lot bigger, and you got seats and stations back there. Grant McGregor, $5. Cheers to a better spacesuit. Might not like it because it doesn't fit the TOS style, but the chest plate is sexy. I like it just fine. It still holds true to the look of the original one. In the fabric, the honeycomb patterny stuff, and the colored part on the front, and just some of the layout. We're going to be doing a comparison of the two at some point for a video soon, so. R.G. Markel, as someone who watched TOS as a kid in the 80s, I'm the oddball that thinks the new Enterprise is way better. I'm a heathen, lol. No, you're not. George Mangrum, it's the way Ortega's flies, ice cold, no mistakes. She wears you down, you get bored, frustrated, do something stupid, she's got you. Libby Julius, all I can remember from the Bridge Crew video is that I'm the best engineering officer ever. Fleetpaw, I thought that was navigation on the captain's right, and when what happened was on the captain's left. I could be wrong. Yes, you're absolutely wrong. Tactical is on the right, helm is on the left. From the captain, that is. So, yes. In TOS, that's how it's structured. Joseph Barbato, I wonder if we will get a space battle where the Enterprise gets so damaged it needs to be refit into a more TOS aesthetic. I thought it was heading here when the nacelles were hit. That's what a lot of people are hoping for the end of the series, at least. I am too, kind of, but yeah, we'll see. Laughable Larry, $2. More character development than all of Discovery. Yes, 100%. Joseph, the Enterprise will fly through a white cloud and get coated in white. Job done. Remember, everybody, when you watch a bad episode, you just gotta laugh. That's funny. Listen, Jericho, why didn't they just beam the spacesuit on? Diesel Robot. New Enterprise is fine. It just needs to not be so dark. The first shot of it in the episode was so dark I could only see the windows. It's stealth mode. Diesel Robot. The funny thing is they lightened it from Discovery. Kit 10K, didn't tell you, but I'm in a great mood because I was finally able to clear my blocked ear and can now hear normally. Good man. Awesome. I thought you were going to say you're in a good mood because you could finally super chat, but I guess not. Jonathan, they have done a good job making the actor for Spock be as close to the original Spock was, but I am not so sure about Uhura. Maybe it was supposed to be her sister. No, it's her. Jeff Jacobs, in TNG is opposite, but yes, TOS helm is on the left. Yes. Yeah, in TNG, from the captain, the helm is on the right, and operations is on the left. Tactical's behind the captain in TNG, so there's no tactical up on operations. Vilod. This show is so much better than Discovery or Picard. Loved the captain's dinner. Yes. Scarpad's comic treks, but Sulu was helmsman and Chekhov was navigator, not tactical officer. Yeah, but the thing in the center is the astrogator, so Chekhov used that as well, and he also worked the weapons in multiple episodes. So don't fucking tell me where the helm is on a TOS Enterprise. Trust me, it's where Sulu sits all the time. So, just for the record. This Jericho, Kirk must have been pissed when he saw his quarters. That's just compared to Pike's, yeah. Gotta think though, Pike's Enterprise in the cage had a crew of 203 or 230. And when Kirk got command of the ship, it had a crew of 430, so they almost doubled their crew size, which means they probably had to do a lot of restructuring inside, so you couldn't have as grand a quarters for the captain. So keep that in mind. I think they're going to stick with this Enterprise design for the life of the series. Yeah, probably. But the last episode, they'll probably refit it and give it to Kirk. And then, the series is over. So, kind of like Superman in Smallville. You don't get to see the Superman suit till the end. And even that's not the full suit. Fleetpaw, how far removed from season 2 of Disco are we? I think we discussed it last episode, but I've forgotten. I don't know. At least a couple of months, maybe a year. I honestly don't know. Olivia Julius, so now the aliens on the planet are going to experience a flood, and the Noah's Ark story will happen to them now. Yes, exactly. Andrew K., did Uhura just guess as to what notes to sing to get the Comet to drop the force field, or did I miss something? You missed something. She asked him to harmonize with her to increase the tone, and she's like, that's 2, and she's writing stuff down. So she was figuring it out. It just wasn't very clearly done. But yeah, it was kind of let's just make noise. So, Trek or not, it's because in TNG starships drive on the left side of the road. As you should. That's where you drive. I know you're in the UK. Misha, $10. You'll never know just how much of a headache this was to send. New TTS version changes. Why? Hello, Misha. Good to see you. Or hear you, or read you. RG Merkel, seems like Stranger Worlds is really trying hard to distance itself from disco. Yeah. Misha, also, I'm sincerely enjoying Star Trek these days. Good to know. Grid Cube, is it going to be a meme that this Kirk guy gets knocked down every time he goes on a mission? That'd be funny if it is. It would be. It could be why he leaves Starfleet and goes to the planet in Operation Annihilate. Debunkosaurus. My favorite thing about Stranger Worlds is that, unlike Discovery, it didn't take 2 seasons for the bridge crew to become more than set dressing. Hell yeah. 100% agree with you. Philip Guyot. If they kill off Sam Kirk at some point in Stranger Worlds, that will show us that the future is not set in stone. Hashtag save Captain Pike. Kit 10K, when Google stops being massive fucking bitch to me, you'll get a great first super chat. But since they don't have a number to call, it's a damn pain in the ass. Well, I don't understand what the problem is. I don't know why you can't super chat. It just seems really weird. Josh Knoll, do you think we will have more of the TOS crew gradually joining the Enterprise towards the end? No, probably. We might have a few. I suspect you'll see Scotty. I suspect you might even see Sulu. I don't think you're going to see McCoy, because he wasn't around in Where No Man Has Gone Before. He was not on board yet. Definitely not going to see Chekhov. So, there's a possibility, but... Jonathan, Enterprise D was a British ship with the steering wheel on the right. BJ Tehran, I think the TNG in season 1 of the Stranger Worlds will mine and mimic the rest of Trek, but will find its own sea legs like TNG did by season 2. Scarpad's comic Treks. I was only questioning because the first officer really was doing those duties. Surprise number 1 would be. Wayne says that he thinks it's a year from Disco, and I think is about right. If in episode 1 the planet was 1 light year from the location of the wormhole, then at least it would be 1 year or 2 for them to develop technology from seeing stuff, hopefully. James McGill, when is the next time you and Samuel attend San Diego Comic-Con? Would love to meet you guys and have pictures taken. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con. I was going to go in 2020 or 2019 or 2020. 2020. I was planning on going at the beginning of the year. Then COVID happened. So I would like to go at some point. I don't know if it'll be both me and Samuel. We'll see. There's one we'd like to go to, though. Bryce, and then all the people on the planet died of floods and catastrophic mudslides. Uhura in TOS didn't seem too broken up about her former crew member, Sam Kirk, dying on Deneva. Robert Westfall, 124th likes, and good night, Cap. Good night, Robert. RG Merkel, $2. It's my birthday. All hail the captain. Everybody wish RG Merkel happy birthday. Thank you for joining us on your birthday. We appreciate you. And I need to have a drink to celebrate your birthday and the super chat. Stuff's good. Joseph says, I have a feeling Gary Mitchell would show up. That would be awesome, actually. I'd be down for that. SC Scout Guy, if the Shepherd ship is so advanced, then how did the phasers seem to damage it so easily? Hat 89, man, just finished this episode. This is so much better. Misha, they won't let me drive on either side of the road here. That's true. Kid 10K, Google keeps saying I have some suspicious activity on my account. I've emailed them telling them there isn't, and they have said send proof, which I did, and they're still being assholes to me. Oh, okay, suspicious activity makes sense for super chats. It's happened to a few people here. It happened to Olivia at one point when we were doing our mystery box giveaway. Every super chat was an entry, so she was like $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, $1, and she got her card frozen during the stream, but she got it sorted really quickly. You have to just contact the bank and explain things. So Josh says, in episode 1, Pike or Spock said it's been 6 months since the end of Disco season 2. Yes, actually, I believe you're right. RG Markel keeps sipping some rum. Good man. Bryce, do you mean the injuries that put him in the BP chair? Have you seen TOS? He's responding to video awesome, so I don't know. Do you know if it's possible that Pike's injury will only be temporary? Yeah, no, definitely not temporary. Diesel Robot. Yeah, I bet Sam Kirk gets knocked out every episode from now on, and that's why he doesn't seem shaken up when he dies. Brian Gross, the spacesuits in a small way reminded me of the TOS spacesuits. Yes, there's a lot of visual tie-ins for sure, and we're going to be doing a comparison video of the two to talk about that, because yes, I think that's a good visual update for sure. Those spacesuits back then were but yeah, it's a good visual update. Misha, $10. So there was a Hermes class in episode 1, right? Wow, Memory Alpha says it's a Hermes class, but it's very small by the looks of it because it has no windows. It only had a crew of 3, and yes, it's a single-engine ship. So Memory Alpha says a Hermes class, which is just a subcategory of the Saladin class, but we've done a whole episode on the Saladin and Hermes classes, so. Jeff Jacobs, Olivia and suspicious activity go hand in hand. Jonathan, I am generally liking Strange New Worlds. It is what Discovery should have been. It may not have been perfect, but for the start of the season, it was going strong. RG Markel. I've had that happen with my bank a while ago. It is annoying. Sam Kirk is the red shirt that never dies. Fleetpaw, I know we've discussed it, just didn't remember the amount of time that had passed. Neither had I, Fleetpaw, so don't worry. Andrew K., the light from the wormhole, the Enterprise, Discovery, and others would have taken a year to reach the planet, a light year away for their telescopes to have seen it and develop a warp bomb. Yeah. I don't know. JB, if Strange New Worlds, like when your girlfriend finally learns to... Without teeth scraping, that is the real question. Yes. No, Stranger Woods is like when you hire a professional, but not like top tier professional, just right below that. It could be better if she just had a better coat of makeup on, but it's really good. I don't know. Other Julius, I did have problems super chatting then, but then I used PayPal and told them I wanted to pay for the super chat via PayPal, and it will allow it. Second idea is before the live, buy a Google Play gift card. There you go, Kit. Diesel Robot, well, the planet wasn't a light year away. They said it was within a light year. Misha, don't be a smart ass. He's like, nope, never seen TOS. Misha's blind, for the record, guys, so... Kit 10K, if dealing with the bank is the way to fix it, then I'll have to go tomorrow, because if I did talk to someone at Google, I'd set the record straight for saying the F word in a single... Well, don't be cursing at people. BJ Tehran, Kirk was pretty dumb. Writers made him reckless. Maybe hit that phaser point. Go touch that big egg. Trust us. Misha, I'm still a ship guy and especially enjoy new Starfleet and Romulan designs. Good tea, nice house, throws in $2. I don't know what it is about Nurse Chapel, but wow. Everything about Nurse Chapel is wow. Yeah. Yeah. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. I hope they don't miss the opportunity to, in season 2, have every captain of the Enterprise on the bridge at once. Also hope they do a Voyager-style time-hopping episode through the ship's timeline. That would be cool. Brian Gross. Yeah, I pulled the trigger and deleted my message. Brian Gross, just as I was reading your message retracted. Pulled the trigger on something. Hopefully it wasn't a person. Sean, Stranger Woods is going a lot better than I expected. I am overwhelmingly grateful. Yes. Bryce says, I have stupid subscript issues with YouTube. I click subscribe and it seems to work, but then when I click on another video on channel or leave and come back, I'm unsubbed again. But only on some channels. Well, that sucks. YouTube is notoriously bad for things like that, by the way. RG Merkel. Maybe they made him dumb to reinforce James T. Kirk's manliness. Fleetpaw says, Kit, I think I'd give you a run for your money with the amount of times I've said fuck in a sentence when dealing with incompetent customer service. BJ Tehran, maybe Gene's, but Kirk's wasn't dismissively reckless. Poseidon 500, it was Trek! Yes. Diesel Robots. By the way, a rumor is that they have a Strange New Worlds version of the kit coming out at some point. Cool. Jonathan, so what Nurse Chapel uses is not a hypospray, right? I don't know. I would assume it's a hypospray of sorts, but she did it in their ear. So maybe it's not a hyperspray because it does hurt, so hypospray. Tim McCaffrey, sad that Sam will be offered by a puke prop. Oh, oft. Yes, by a fried egg. Brian Gross, $10. Yeah, I pulled the trigger and bought the 1000 scale Enterprise kit, decals and light kit. That being said, calling it a 350 or 650 kit in my own headspace. Yeah, it's not the right scale. It's not the right scale for 1/1000. It's really not. Hat 89 is Akiva Goldsman the reason Stranger World is better than the other shows, or is it someone else? I don't know, but if it's Akiva, I apologize for all the bad things I've said about Akiva. Because apparently he does know TOS. He does love Star Trek because it's showing, but I don't know. Neil says maybe we'll get to see the bowling alley. I would fucking love that. And the pool. Misha, me a smartass? Never. Kit 10K, Fleet Paw, the two of us will get along very well. Matt John 02. In my opinion, Stranger Worlds has had the strongest series start since DS9, and personally I hope to see at least one of the Enterprise cast members at some point. I mean, at least Paul would still be alive at the time. Bryce says, did Foley say you're blind? To Misha. Or was it someone else? Shoot, I assumed you would have text-to-speech. It is Misha that is blind, yes. Danny Beast 86. Hey Captain, have you noticed both navigation and ops are in security red and not command gold in Strange New Worlds? I thought both positions were gold and not red. Don't know, man. Don't know what to tell you. Diesel Robot. Well, it's certainly not Kurtzman. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. Maybe Akiva just sucks at serialized storytelling, but is a genius at episodic. Yes. This is the way. Misha, $5. Chapel's crazy. It's great. Not only is Chapel crazy, but she's fucking hot. Dude, you're missing out not being able to see her. Man, attractive lady. Jonathan says, I think Anson Mount is the reason Stranger Worlds is good. I want to think it's like Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. In Saba Noor, Akiva laid out his history love of Trek on the Ready Room. Yes, he did. I have things to say about that interview. Even Kurtzman's there like, look where you're tying things up. We're making things that didn't make sense make sense. Really? Really? Neil Henderson. All the gold uniforms were in the wash. Jeffrey Jacobs. It would be great if they switched this Kirk to a red uniform. R.G. Markel. The return of episodic is refreshing. Not only refreshing, but it's welcomed. It's needed. It's successful. It's enjoyable. It's entertaining. It's satisfying. Yeah, episodic for Star Trek. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? It's the way to do it. Misha, the text-to-speech TTS is the very problem today. Downloaded a new version or update. Josh Noel. I'm hoping that the writers of Discovery see how we all enjoy Strange New Worlds and learn a few things. Mark English. This is my favorite Star Trek since Next Generation. Is Kirk the default Richard? I mean, it's only been one goddamn episode, so I mean, we can't say that yet. We'll see how other episodes unfold, but... And Saba Noor, not the same interview with Kurtzman. Oh, different one. Okay, fine. They weren't together. They were interviewed separately on the set of La Serena. That's the one I'm talking about. Good T Nice House. It's not Akiva. His body is being occupied by a non-corporeal being. Maybe he's possessed by Michael Pillar. That would be great. Andrew K. Well, it would be interesting to see how T'Pol would explain all the plastic surgery she got. Ryan Provost. Me likey Planet of the Week. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. I'm sure that I overuse commas. How do I tell when not to use them? Generally, commas are used when there's a pause in the sentence. A short pause, not a long pause. A long pause would be the three dots. I don't know what those are called. But Yeah, I don't know. You have to read your sentence and just like know if there'd be a natural pause there. If there's a natural pause there, you put a comma in. If it's a long pause, then you do the dot 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 and then move on. So Adam Vera is here. Hey Adam, how's it? I haven't seen Adam in a long time. Hi Adam, good to see you. I'm not doing a. You usually stop by when I'm doing gameplay videos, but good to see you, Adam. Mark Lawrence, member for 28 months at the rank of Federation President. Thank you, Mr. President, sir. Hey, Captain, I sent you a screenshot of the Alachi from STO. Those shepherds really look like them. Also, while Chapel was sizzling hot, Uhura is really, really cute. SC Scout Guy, I wonder if that shock burnt the porn mustache off Samuel Kirk's face. Why does a mustache have to be a porn mustache? That pisses me off so much. I don't understand. Brian Gross, Diesel Robot, I would so buy that if they release a retweak of it, of the kit. Peter Lukaku, $5. The ship shots reminded me of Star Trek Enterprise animation style. Ship texture is metallic like the NX. Yes, it is. That didn't go down right. I was like, I thought there was more in it, so I'm waiting. And it's like, well, I'm alive. I'm good. Don't worry. I know you're all worried about me. All of you. Even Olivia. 3 dots is an ellipsis. Okay. Michael Evans, I still don't like the version of warp travel. Still has that JJ feel of hyperspace. Oh my god, I think I got that shit in my lung. Fuck me. That hurts to cough now. Yeah, Michael, I agree with you. I hate their warp effect. It's awful. It is very much like JJ. It's like hyperspace on Star Wars, for Christ's sakes. I hate it. Jonathan, I am sure the writers of Stranger Worlds were asking, so we can finally make our own episodes without connections to other people's episodes and reach the end of the story of that episode. What a great idea. Fleetpaw says, comma is where the speaker, or reader, would naturally draw a breath. It also separates ideas, names, places, and things. Thank you for looking that up on Google and copy and pasting that, Fleetpaw. Good job. Thank you for the PayPal. Kid just sent a PayPal. Awesome PayPal. Thank you so much. Nothing wrong with the Pern stash. A Pern stash. From Trekyards at Pern. That definitely went down the wrong tube. That doesn't feel right. Fuck. I'm gonna die. Bryce says, curious what you think of the blind character, characters like Geordi and Hemmer. They always say, my other senses compensate, which seems cliche, like they are all Daredevil. I wouldn't ask if you were telepathic. So there you go, Misha. Bryce asked you a question. Desert Rat, Sam Kirk is going to be the Kenny of Strange Worlds. Oh my god. You stunned Sam. Bones, 47, $15. How many episodes before Red Shirt dies? I don't know. Some of them lasted the whole series. Like Lieutenant Kyle. He made it into Star Trek too. Good question. Daniel Hall. Haven't seen Strange New Worlds yet. Sounded like Canon went out the window again. Nope. I think you'll really like it, Daniel. I know you're a real stickler for TOS Canon, you know, as we are kind of at Trekyards, but visually it's very, very close. It's kind of a flashier, more modern. This would have been a great 2009 JJ reboot. It would have been fantastic. He would have got a lot of praise for this visual style, even the ship. However, yes, if there's a few Canon things that might piss you off, but it's a really enjoyable show. Those things are very minimal and they're very They're very easy to overlook with the quality of the writing and the acting and the just everything about the show. So Daniel, I think you'll like it. Misha, $5. We know how Sam Kirk dies. He's definitely a red shirt. I thought he was more of a orange jumpsuit kind of guy at the time. Fleet Paw. No, Canon isn't out the window here. It's much better than Disco. E.R. Mixon's craziest theories. Just going to say that the ship fight was really dynamic. It's a lot better than what Discovery usually does, and that's not to say that Disco's fights are bad. No, absolutely agree. It was an amazing, amazing flight of the Enterprise. Livy Julius, why do you always pick on me? I guess I'll have to play with my doll Foley to feel the warmth of the captain's approval. Wow, there's so much wrong with that. I have a feeling I'm going to be watching a show about serial killers at some point. Just don't come after me. I'm just kidding, I love you. Kind of set yourself up for that one. Mark, Captain, get the tricorder and use the defibrillator. Yes, I have it back there. Bryce, if Foley dies, I call dibs on his stuff. Captain dying, I call dibs on his models. Oh my god, you guys are awful. Nurse Chapel to the captain's quarters. Yes. Oh my god, I'm dying. Please call Nurse Chapel immediately. Oh my god. Oh my god, please, Nurse Chapel. Hello? Hello? Did anyone call Nurse Chapel yet? I'm waiting for a house call. Oh well. Be careful, Captain. It would be unwise to choke on your aspirations. It's good. It's good. Get 10K. Didn't want you to think I was cheaping, so I sent that PayPal. I wasn't thinking you were cheaping. That's not the point. But thank you. You didn't have to do that necessarily, but... Oh my god. Bryce, I like the warp effect. At least they have the flash at the end, like TNG. Fleetpot. Copy and paste my ass, comma. That's straight from my English professor in sophomore year of college, comma. LOL. Matt, you stunned Sammy. Now it's Sam must suffer. Fleetpaw, I want the 350 or the 350 scale of Foley dies. You guys are awful. Awful. Tim McCaffrey, until we see Rubber Friday, Sam is safe. Matt Boardman, there's a 1350 model of Foley? No, he meant this one right here. That vape is strong. I haven't even had the vape at all in like the last hour and a half. I'm holding it because I'm thinking I want one, but... Fleetpaw, no, the 350 Enterprise. It's mine, and I will fight people. RG Markel, you all have a great night. I'm off to bed. See you later. Enjoy your whiskey in your bed. Bobby Ramirez, I wonder if they will redo the original Cage episode anytime in this series. No, that original Cage episode's already happened. It happened before he got on Discovery Season 2. He's already been there and left. So the Cage has already happened. Menagerie hasn't happened yet, but the Cage has. Michael Evans, since you're the expert on TOS, aren't the phasers supposed to be blue? Why are they red? Well, as Fleetpaw pointed out, there were multiple colors in TOS. There was pink ones, there was red ones, there were blue ones. I prefer that they be blue for TOS, absolutely. But it's a small thing. It doesn't really bother me too much. But I see your frustration. Even the photons were red. They should be like blue as well, if I recall correctly. Bryce, Kyle has a transporter accident in the future, turns him into a tall, blonde German man. That being said, I like the character. He's a bit of comic relief. Misha says, actually, I am telepathic. There you go, Bryce. Video awesome. It is simply not true that the red shirts die at a higher rate. I know it's not. They've done statistics. Actually, the gold shirts die more statistically. Good teen, nice house. Give Sam a nagging wife. He'll officially have it worse and suffer more than Miles O'Brien. No wife could be worse than Keiko. So no. Nathan D. The jumpsuit probably started out red. Nurse Chapel is bae. Think there's any chance we'll get to see a young Uhura do a fan dance? Ooh, probably not. Andrew K. Nurse Chapel to Captain Foley's quarters. Tilly does not approve. Hey, she can come too and fight. She can fight Nurse Chapel if she don't approve. I'm down for that. Diesel Roberts. Sorry, only Bones is on duty today. He'll probably give you lots of amount. Peter Lakako, $5. Going back to my earlier comment, I still have a hard time accepting CGI models. I think the live action models were more convincing and not video gamey. You tell it to Samuel. He so totally dissed physical models in the last live we did. I was like, I'm just done. I'm done talking. Scotty Beam, down Chapel, thanks. Mark, sorry, Captain. I stopped Nurse Chapel to check a hang now. Yeah. George Mangrum, Nurse Chapel only has eyes for a certain green-blooded hobgoblin. SC Scout Guy, it would be cool if Pike's hair just grew larger every episode this season. Iron Man says, I want Captain Pike's quarters as my man cave. Also, you should just rock a mustache. Kit 10K, I called Nurse Chapel, but I gave her my address instead of yours, you bastard. JB, can we have a cartoon drawing t-shirt of TOS Captain Foley choking on his beverage of choice while staring at Nurse boobs? Hey, I would love that. I would definitely make that a shirt. So, yes. Red shirt is a state of mind and death. Jeff Jacobs, as much as I love Tilly, I will admit I like Chapel better. I wouldn't say better, just differently. Bryce, the events of the cage are in their past. In Discovery, they flash back to them and previously on Star Trek, opening with footage from the cage and Vina and the Telosians. Yes. Libby Julius of Cap does I want the Kirk doll in the background. Oh, if Cap dies, she wants. You can have both him and Spock. I really appreciated that even though the Enterprise was moving in a dynamic way, you could see the heft of the ship as it went through the maneuvers. Yes, it's important. Kelly Rhodes, $10. Here's a super chat for the Chapel request. Oh, thank you. I'd rather have Chapel. But I love the super chats as well. Olivia says that if I die, she wants you, Precious. Precious, do you want to go live with Olivia and Artie? She didn't even wake up. This is Jericho. Maybe we will get an episode later on where Una volunteers to be the new voice of the computer. Mark, the photon torpedoes are both red and blue, depending on the episode. Yes, and the phasers also change, depending on the episode. Daniel's Hot Topics. Macro Random says the cage is not canon. The menagerie is canon, and it shows the events of the cage, making the cage canon. So clearly the cage is canon. That's the summation from that argument, so yes. Misha, $10. Not to hijack things too much, but I do talk about my life and being blind on my personal channel. My main channel is about other topics, but did cross 60K now. Ooh, awesome. Congratulations, Misha. I think I'm only subscribed to the one that does the model reviews and stuff. I've always had questions about the blind thing. I've asked you a few here and there, but I would love to check out those videos. Steve Shy has had a good video defending Keiko. Yeah. Do they accept you in Starfleet if you don't have a tragic backstory? Bruce Wayne would be right at home. Michael Jobin, I don't stream, so I will hold out for the Blu-ray. Okay. It's going to be a long wait, but it'll be worth it. Misha says, my wife tried telling me yesterday that Peanut is not, in fact, my child. Crazy talk. Ah, yes, Peanut. Fleet Paw. Good thing we really know that the cage is canon, and the menagerie reaffirms that. Olivia Julius. Precious didn't even wake up. That's okay. Artie didn't even stop eating. Oh, you guys would be perfect together, Artie and Precious. You do put little. I assume Artie is a male. Put like a little top hat on him, a little tuxedo, and dress Precious up in a little wedding gown. That'd be awesome. Bones, 47, $5. Is Star Trek becoming like Disney movies where at least one character has to have a dead parent? Seems like it, for sure. I didn't have much of an issue with hearing that about Uhura. It's nice to actually learn something about her. Samuel's all up in arms about how her parents died and stuff, and it's like, watch our review tomorrow. There'll be an edited review in the afternoon, and then our live at 4 p.m. So, George Mangrum, The Cage aired on TV when the TNG trailers were on strike. When the TNG writers were on strike back in the day, aired on TV equals canon. Joe Cronin Show. My father died when I was 8 and missed season 7 of TNG. LOL. But yeah, too many not doubt. Too many no doubt, I think. Well, awful to hear about your dad, but I'll just move on. Jeff Jacobs, $2. I stayed for 150. I'm sure you will get to 200 without me. Okay, see you later, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. And thank you for hitting that like button, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't, though. Let's try to get up to 200 for Jeff's sake. 151 right now, so hit it. Libby Julius, too bad Arnie is fixed. Would love to have a baby Chihuahua and Pug would look like. Well, Precious is always also fixed, so yeah. Misha, everybody's asking you the name of your channel so they can check it out. By everyone, I mean Good Tea Nice House. Donnie Pearson, more than that, The Cage aired on TV as part of the Star Trek saga from one generation to the next. Daniel's Hot Topics. Last night I had a cool dream. I was on Voyager. You and Salty Trekker were there. Salty Trekker was piloting the Voyager through the asteroid belt. And you were in the holodeck fighting Neelix for Kess. Well, that's definitely a dream because I would never fight anybody for Kess. I do not like Kess. Kit 10K. Here's something that may wake Empress Pug up. Precious want a treat? Oh, it didn't. She's deep in sleep. She's like just laying there doing that. Here, maybe I'll. If I move the camera down, though, she might wake up. Hold on. Yep, she just woke up. Precious. Precious want a treat? She's like, screw you, man. You're not going to give me a treat for real, so I'm not even going to bother. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, have you seen the Marvel-style cinematic universe animation with the Enterprise that plays before Strange New World streams? I'm not sure since you watch it on broadcast TV. Do I? I don't watch it on broadcast TV, and yes, I've seen it. Michael Evans, what do you think about the circular scope on board the shuttlecraft? Looks like they're paying attention to what Star Trek is supposed to be. I like that. I think it's fucking fantastic. That is a perfect rebooted, reimagined, loving the original design. Just like BSG did with the Vipers. That's how you redo something. You take something that's old, you modernize it a bit, but you don't change it to the point where it's unrecognizable. I love that shuttle. So, yes, like I said, it would have made a perfect 2009 aesthetic for JJ's film. 100%. Josh Knoll. Now I'm wondering if they will be doing something about Picard on the Stargazer. No. This is Jericho. They gave Uhura the Hoshi story in this, hesitant to say than Starfleet, but later decides to say yes. 100% the exact same Hoshi story, even the away mission thing, and she didn't see a dead body or anything. But yes, exactly the same. Joe Cronin Show. Let's get that super chat train going to warp 10. $10. George Mangrum. Star Trek is full of shuttle accidents. What's unbelievable about people dying in a crash? Nothing. No one said it was unbelievable. That's not the point. Livy Julius, I just looked up half pug, half chihuahua puppies, and they are fucking adorable. They are. They are, absolutely. I think they're called chugs, if I recall correctly. Anna's Hot Topic. She is a precious puggy wuggy. Donnie Pearson. Ah, yes, the official Star Trek Universe on-screen logo. Kid 10K. If asking her if she wanted a treat didn't wake her up, then she is really out then. Yeah, she's like, I know he's going to be up here for at least 2 hours. I want to get my snooze in, even though I've been doing that all day. I'll take a second to puff on this. Hope you guys don't mind. And even if you do, it's my house. I don't care. There, Julius. They are called chugs. Chug, 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 chug. I feel like I need to drink now. Aidan McLean. I felt that Spock's ending comments to Uhura mirrored Nichelle Nichols' feelings about TOS in real life. While Spock is not MLK, the sentiment is the same. Please stay. Yeah. Josh Knoll, I'll join you on that vape. Fleetpaw, do we, as in Trekyards as a whole, know anyone involved with the production like we do with Picard? We know people on Picard, we know a lot of people on Prodigy and Lower Decks. We don't know really anybody on Discovery except for some of the actors, and I don't know if we know anybody on Strange New Worlds. Nobody's really contacted us. I think we had somebody in one of our lives that said they worked on it, but I can't recall the name. So, as of right now, no. Sadly. Bones, 47, $2. When will Ensign Pug receive a promotion? Never. Same time Samuel will. Same time I will. I'll never be an admiral. I don't think people get it. You know, the captain commander, it's a good dynamic. Why change it? Why promote him? Everyone's like, promote Samuel. It's like, no, that's not how this works. This is Jericho. What's funny about her parents dying is that there is a novel that came out recently about them. Oh, shit. Hey, Greg. How's it going? Man from Planet X is here. Mr. Will Riker himself. SC Scout Guy. The Bridge of the Enterprise vapes a lot, it seems. Daniel's Hot Topics. What do you think about the argument that the fans do when other people ask for a Captain Worf in the Klingon Empire show? Fans respond, no Klingons, do not explore, they only go out to war and fight, not Trek. I disagree. As the lawyer guy in TOS, or Enterprise said, you don't think we're all warriors, do you? There's farmers, there's scientists, there's engineers, there's different... So no, that's bullshit, is what it is. Sure, there's a civilian fleet of science vessels. Yes, sure, the Klingon Defense Force, the KDF, is all warships, sure. But it's like Starfleet. Starfleet's not military. They don't have warships. Sorry, but they do, because they got weapons all over them. But I think the Federation does a better job of combining the two together, the scientific and the military. The Klingons would probably have it more separate, would be my thinking. Grant McGregor, $5. Thoughts on Otoy's project with creating CGI props based on TOS models and concept art? More of a Samuel question, but worth asking. I don't know what Otoy's is, so yes, it is a Samuel question. I don't know anything about it, so sorry, Grant. I'm sure Samuel would approve of it and like the idea, so. Kit 10K, well, as you know, having a bull terrier have a puppy with a shih tzu makes a bullshit. Old ass joke, I know, but I still like it. Andrew K. That alien planet with the rain gave me serious Discovery first episode vibes. Giorgio and Burnham shoot a well and the Enterprise makes it, well, rain. Yeah, I kind of thought the same thing when I first saw them in the desert. I'm like, oh, fuck, no. Fleetpaw. Only Fleetpaw can be promoted. Samuel is forever stuck as a commander. Well, you can all be promoted. You can all be commanders right now if you click that join button. Go click that join button. You can start. The ranks start at commander. You can all get a commander rank immediately. You can even blow past me. You can be a captain and be on the same level, or you can be an admiral or a fleet admiral or a federation president by clicking that join button. Good segue, Fleetpaw. Thank you. Michael Jobin. I think this is the new is the Trek I'm looking for. Yes. This is Jericho. Captain won't promote Sam after the tirade about models the other day. I would demote him. Oh, it's not just that. He says stuff all the time that annoys me. So, yeah, he's not going to get promoted for multiple reasons. Ooh, there's a big June bug. Ew, go away. It's hitting the screen. Has this done anything? I don't think I've seen an L-cars behind me for a while. Come on. There we go. We'll play. Hold on just 1 second. Bitch. Sorry, I just had to. Fucking June bug kept on the screen, so I just like flicked it from this side and it bounced off the window and bastard. Samuel is no longer a commander. He's been busted to the lieutenant. Junior grade. Bones. Captain Foley should be promoted to fleet captain. No, I don't want it. No. JB. Your talk of Klingons gave me an idea for a cool show. Game of Thrones style political intrigue series set on the homeworld. That'd be interesting. Sure. Daniel's Hot Topics. Yeah, Roddenberry hated it when they made Starfleet a military, but Nicholas Meyer had the last laugh. Tie Up K. Pike seeing the ages of the cadets he will save gives him a good idea when the train accident will occur. Interesting food for... Well, he knows when it happens. It's 10 years from now. I would personally hunt every one of those kids down and assassinate them. That way, they would never be in the training program, and I don't have to worry about saving their asses. Josh Knoll, if you had a choice of series about the Enterprise B or C, what would you want to see? Personally, I would like to see the Enterprise C. It's a trick question. I would love to see the Enterprise B, just because I really like the aesthetic of the computer displays and whatnot. That also carries over to the C as well. However, the B has actual monster maroons with, belts and white turtlenecks. The C gets lazy. I don't like those uniforms when it's just the jacket. But I love the Ambassador class. I would love to see the Ambassador class in a series, absolutely. So that's a tricky question. I would probably pick the Enterprise C at that point, though. No, now that I've said that, I don't want to see those uniforms. All right, go with the Enterprise B. I want to see the adventures of John Harriman. Yeah. Kit 10K, forgot to tell you, tomorrow is when I'm getting my 1/1000 scale USS Arsenal NX3408, and I cannot wait. Well, send me pictures. Joseph Barbato, any good Eagle Moss reviews coming out? Anything cool on the Captain Foley personal channel? Yeah, I've got some stuff in the works, more weird Star Trek toys of the past video. I do have a few Eagle Moss ones I could film, but I'm still waiting for my next shipment. Apparently they're changing warehouses, so whatever that means. But yeah, nothing, I don't have any release dates planned, but yeah, there are some videos that are being worked on, so. Matt says, I be an admiral. There be admirals here. Kit 10K, that must be a big damn bug, because I was able to hear it. Yeah, it was a big June bug. It was about that big. Like, it was huge. Fleet Paw, but I have a nicer badge, Matt. Alyssa Jericho, off topic, but have you seen the new Orville trailer yet? I have not, no. SC Scout Guy, I was hoping one of the kids would come dressed up as... Hoping one of the kids would come up as deceased, so it would throw a wrench into things. Oh. Andrew K. Or, instead of murdering children, Pike could just take the cadets out for a drink and wings on the day instead, maybe. Yeah, that's another thought. It's like, so I gotta do a training cruise with who? Okay, yeah. Look, oh, my schedule. I can't. I got a personal thing that day. Yeah, I know. I'm out. Thanks. Bye. Yes, Misha. Don't let me around the cadets. Daniel's Hot Topics. Yeah, the fans complain that the Klingon series will be about the Klingon great houses warring with each other. It would be Trek of Thrones. I am sure a lot of people will enjoy it, including myself. Trekyards says the Sea Bridge sucked. Sea Bridge didn't suck that bad. I kind of liked a lot of it. But I really like the Enterprise B Bridge. So, yeah, that's a tough one. Area 51, kill the cadets and save yourself. Modern problems require modern solutions. No, it's more like, kill the cadets and save yourself. Be a man. I don't know if you see those TikToks with the be a man guy. But, yeah. Don't clip that. Screw Harriman. I want to see the adventures of Demora Sulu. Liva Julius, wait. You said that I was going to be on a murder... You said that I was going to be on a murder mystery. You're the one that would shoot kids because they might be on the ship and you might cause your life to end. And the only proof is crystals. Yes, I'll be on a serial killer show one day too, probably, is what she's saying. Wow. Misha, I got the D5 tanker from Eagle Moss last week. Pretty nice design, actually. I kind of like the tanker version. Don't know if I like it better than the actual D5, but it's pretty cool. JB, I think I remember reading in a book that Harriman got his captaincy because his father was a politician, which explains why he is so inept in Generations. He doesn't have his friend Ferris Bueller there to help him out. Listen, Jericho, Pike should fix the J-class shuttle before the test. Mike Fields, why does the cadet uniform look like next-gen suits, but the TOS uniform is standard clothing? Don't know. It's a good question. Daniel's Hot Topics. Saw some leaked artwork of Strange New Worlds showing a Gorn, strangely a Borg sphere, and a TNG Starfleet officer. That must mean time travel is afoot. Hey, if they do time travel, man. And of course, Olivia clipped it. Fleetpaw says, I think Olivia has been hitting the Benamite crystals she got from Quark. There's a reason they're illegal, Olivia. Sovereign Knight is here. I just finished watching this episode. I enjoyed it. Awesome. Good to hear, man. Squadron Course, hi all. How's it going? It's going well. Damn, Hot Topics. Everyone loves time travel. I do. I love time travel stories and I love alternate reality stories. So, yes, I am among those people. Notice how focused we are now when we do these? Like, we talk about the episode for the full 2 hours. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark soon. But I'm just saying, usually about halfway through with the Discovery, after an hour, we're talking about fucking food and God knows what else. Everything but the show. Because we'd rather talk about anything but it. Okay, what the hell is going on with this freaking thing? I blame Olivia. Pug? What the hell, damn guy? Andrew K. I'm sure there will be a video this weekend taking a look at the Strange New World cadet dress uniform. No. Video awesome. Do you think Tom Paris was in TNG? Yes. Nick Locarno should have been just migrated over to Voyager. That was the original plan. Time travel to the future is fine. No more past stuff. Squadra Course. Sorry I'm late. Haven't seen it yet, so I was trying to avoid too many spoilers. It's okay, Squadra Course. Sovereign Knight. I wonder if Pike will somehow avoid his fate. Here's hoping. Vinicius de Rampazzo. Hugs from Brazil Trekkers. Hugs from Canada. Welcome, Brazil. Mike Fields. LOL. Trek is back. There is lots to talk about. Yes. Daniel's Hot Topics. Did you know that the Ferengi were supposed to be the new villain of TNG, but it did not work out? They had potential. Yes. They were supposed to be the big bads. But it just didn't pan out quite so well. Andrew K. I just hope the Borg don't show up in this series too. Right? Broken Speaker. I am 5 minutes in and I'm not impressed. That's a shame. Kit 10K. I'm sitting outside cooking on my grill. Can't help it. I love grilling. Hell yeah. I want to be grilling this weekend. I gotta go get propane tomorrow because I'm out. But Joseph Barbato. It's okay. Screw the L cars. It's almost at the 2-hour mark anyway. It's all good. You need something else to look at instead of me. Fleetpaw, there's a reason we're actually talking about the show, because it was enjoyable and not a slog fest. Jace, I am looking at it incorrectly, or am I looking at it incorrectly, or aren't Spock, Ortega, and Singh all wearing Lieutenant Commander stripes? Even that they refer to them as all lieutenants. Don't know. I haven't really paid attention. A lot of times lieutenant commanders are referred to as commanders. So, I haven't really noticed, actually. Sovereign Knight. To be honest, I'd like to see Pike avoid his fate. I would too. Bones 47. Hemmer is going to be a good cross between Odo, Geordi, and Scotty. Yes, and Stamets. The original Season 1 Stamets, where he was an asshole. I like Season 1 Stamets. Libby Julius, am I a tech devil? Am I the tech devil? It's all my fault. You know what? It was my fault that your lower decks got flooded. I am in the same country as you. No. Did I do it? I guess. Well, you're in trouble when I see you then, because that was a shitty situation. Daniel's Hot Topics. If Pike avoids his fate, then that would mean an alternate timeline or create an alternate timeline. Yes. Josh Knoll, what would be fun if we got an Enterprise C series is how they would handle yesterday's Enterprise. Sovereign Knight. Now, if Pike does avoid his fate, I am not sure how this would work with Kirk taking over the Enterprise. He'd still take it over. He doesn't leave the Enterprise because it happens to him. He leaves the Enterprise, becomes a fleet admiral or a commodore? I can't remember his rank. Jesus Christ. Anyway, and it happens years after, like a year or so after the fact that when he leaves the Enterprise. So, Fleetpaw, $2 confirmed. Olivia's actually Ardra. Josh Knoll. If Pike avoids his fate, the writers are saying this is new canon. JB, so Foley buys propane and propane accessories. God damn it, Bobby. Man from Planet X. Sorry, typo. By the way, what is up with Spock's sideburns? We talked about this earlier. I think it's just because from the front, Ethan Peck doesn't have quite as long a face as Leonard Nimoy. So from the front, they don't look bad. They kind of elongate his face. From the side, I don't know. I don't know. That's the answer. I'm just trying to make up excuses. Boat says, do you think they're going to mess with the original TOS timeline? I have a feeling Kirk in season 2 will be time travel related. I'm pretty sure it'll be time travel related, and he's not wearing an Enterprise Delta. He's wearing a different ship's crest. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even want to speculate. 2 more weeks to Top Gun 2. Hell yeah. I have my tickets for May 26th. I get an early screening of it on Thursday at 7:10 p.m. So we're going to watch Strange New Worlds. Then I'm going to go watch Top Gun 2. Then I'm going to drive my ass back here. And that live will be at probably 10:30 that night, because it's Thursday. It's when I do these first reaction videos. So I'll just be hot off of Top Gun 2 and probably talk about that for most of the episode, most of the live. I'm just kidding. I'll keep it focused on the show. Don't worry. Andrew K. I just want to know what happened to the Enterprise E. I can't believe that it's still a mystery. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, would you be okay with a Time Rift episode where the Canon TNG ship showed up in Strange New Worlds? Yes, I would, absolutely. Kit 10K, it's been over an hour and a half already. Damn, time does fly when you're having fun. Really? I'm not that entertaining, but thank you. And there goes this fucking thing again. Spinning. Fleet Captain, he becomes, yes. Was the rank of Commodore another name for Rear Admiral? No, I don't think so. Squadron Course, I thought a Rear Admiral was above a Commodore. I think so, yes. Kit 10K, keep hitting those likes. Yes, hit the like button, guys. We're at 172. Let's try to get it to 180. 8 more. Sovereign Knight, so many good shows starting to hit. I'm excited for Obi-Wan, yes. Mike Fields, I told everyone who the new Borg Queen was way before it was revealed. So I know you don't like the Picard series very much, but they left open the series for the Travelers. Yes. Jace Bales, Commodore is a 1-star admiral, referred to it as a rear admiral lower half. A 2-star admiral is a rear admiral upper half. That sounds very perverted. Andrew K, I think it goes commander, rear admiral, vice admiral, admiral, then fleet admiral. Daniel's Hot Topics. Remember that security officer commander Ellen Landry on the Discovery in season 1, played by Rekha Sharma. I miss her. I remember you were a big fan, Captain Foley. I fucking hated Landry. And she's in Battlestar Galactica. I'm watching Battlestar Galactica and she's in that too. And it's like, I fucking hate you. I just hate her as an actress. Neil Henderson. I got the need for speed. Travis. The only thing that took me out of the episode was the casualness on the bridge. Otherwise, I loved it. I like the casualness on the bridge. It's like these people have known each other for a while and they got a good feel going. Michael says, I will be using the Disco NCC 1701 Purple Lights kit for my first video on my new YouTube channel. Ooh, awesome. Go subscribe to his channel, guys. Mike Fields, Scott Bakula is coming back, and Trent is alive. Scott Bakula is coming back? It's the first time hearing about it. Misha throws in $50. Thank you so much, Misha. You're amazing. Thank you. Was it really Pike in the beep chair? Maybe it was Lorca. That's a good twist. Commodore is still used in the British. In the Royal Navy, it is a British rank, also used by the Commonwealth. The Commodore, she's a brick house. She's a brick house. He is restored and falls in love in the VR world. Olivia Julius, Squadron Course. No, Fleet Paw are really bitter, and I have to use loads of salt and seasoning to make them palatable. You said something about apples earlier, but I skipped it, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Trek or not, U.S. probably used it because they were once part of the Empire. James Castera, is this the Mumbling channel? I don't know, is it? How you doing, James? Welcome aboard. I've been doing this for 2 hours now, and I'm a little bit tired. Been drinking a little bit, so if you don't like the mumbling and can't understand me, I'm sorry. Maybe this isn't the channel for you. Sovereign Knight. I recently watched a Trekyards episode about the NX-01 refit, and you were talking with one of the creators of the show. I would like to see somehow the NX-01 refit make a cameo in the Trek show. Not only were we talking to one of the creators of the show, we were talking to Doug Drexler, who designed the NX-01 and the refit. Amazing guy. So, Fart Muffin says, clean out your ears, maybe? Yeah. Matt Boardman, Casualness on the Bridge is the name of my next jazz band. Michael Durbin, Pike becomes a fleet captain, I believe. Yes, I thought it was fleet something, so. Bring back Lorca. Hell yes. Bones, I agree. Kit 10K, I am daring someone else to match Misha's super chat and my PayPal of $50. Yes. Kit sent a PayPal of $50. Misha just super chatted $50, and now you're getting dared. So I'm not doing it. It's Kit. Yes, a fleet captain. That isn't a real naval rank, though. It's weird. Well, Starfleet's not the Navy, just for the record. It's a future organization. Yes, there's a lot of military overtones and things, but it also combines multiple worlds, so I'm fine with there being differences. It's not the Navy. I was reimagining Fleet Paw salad to be a bit like chicken salad, but maybe more gamey. Andrew K., just wait till the captain starts slurring his words while ranting about the inappropriate use of the disco shuttle or the eugenics wars, or dilithium as a fuel source, or multiple other topics that just piss me off. Misha says, I love the NX refit. Sovereign Knight says, to be honest, I am missing Enterprise, and I really wish there would have been more seasons. And Fleetpaw is sharing the links to the Drexler NX refit stuff, so thank you, Fleetpaw. Misha, Starfleet tried putting boats from the ocean into space. It didn't work out so great. But they did get a submarine up there in the form of the Botany Bay, so hey. Joseph Cole, late getting here, great episode, even though so far Pike hates the Prime Directive. Well, Joseph, the Prime Directive it's in flux at the moment in this era. It's not really hardly defined. It's not even called the fucking Prime Directive yet. It's still General Order 1. So, yeah. Fleet Captain is a historic military title that is bestowed upon a naval officer who has served as Chief of Staff to a flag officer. Olivia Julius, I wonder if the Cat will be in an episode. It's the best designed transport ship ever. Michael Durbin, if Dr. McCoy shows up in Strange New Worlds, who do you think should play him? I don't know. I'm not good at picking actors for that kind of stuff. No idea. Josh Knoll, I'm hoping we get an on-screen NX refit in Strange New Worlds. That'd be cool. Daniel's Hot Topics, they got a sub in space? Yeah, the Botany Bay. Didn't you not pay attention to Space Seed? It's an old decommissioned class, whatever, sub, and they made it into a spaceship with cryo tubes for Khan and his men. So, Trek or not, Fleet Captain is a real job title, but not a rank. It typically is a job where the officer commands a fleet, also known as a fleet commander. Squadron Course, dilithium as a fuel source still makes me laugh, and I'm laughing at them, not with them. I like how they mentioned trilithium resin in the warp core in this episode, because they said, I think they said trilithium a few times, or was it lithium? I think the first season of Star Trek TOS, they said lithium instead of dilithium at one point, but... Misha, got my DY100 right here. Bought the model kit back in 2001. Huh. Did Discovery forget about deuterium? Probably. Jace, I think it was the first episode of DS9 with Sloan. He wears a fleet captain rank. I think it's the only time they actually ever show the rank insignia for a fleet captain. Joseph Barbado says, I thought they renamed General Order 1 to the Prime Directive in the Strange New Worlds premiere. No, they didn't. Admiral Pike says, yeah, I've suggested calling it the Prime Directive, and Pike's like, that'll never stick. So it's still in the approval stages. Well, I say we take the Battleship Missouri and stick some warp nacelles on it, a Trek version of the Battleship Yamato. Paid Carl Urban to come... There you go. YJ Wrangler just got back after watching Strange New Worlds, but I thought it was great. Trek is back. Sovereign Knight says, for Picard's Season 3, it is said that some TNG characters are returning, and I wonder if we will see the Enterprise E, possibly with Captain Worf. Well, we'll see. Kit 10K, booyah, the hot dogs on my grill are done. Chow time. Enjoy, man. Nicholas Meyer still wants to do his con series with Antonio Banderas. Fleetpaw, I just got the worst nosebleed I've ever had. Holy smokes, man. Bled all over the front porch until I could get in and get paper towels to stem the flow. Just now? Shit, son. Take care of that. Diesel Robot, I thought maybe the trilithium resin thing was a bluff, like Corbinite. I thought the same thing. I'm not sure, though. It wasn't explained well if that was the case, but it was great. This is Jericho. Trilithium resin is a form of Die Hard episode. It's from the Die Hard episode of TNG. I myself has hope for the post-Nemesis Enterprise E under Worf's captaincy and Prodigy and our lower decks. Captain, will you do a video on the awesome EVA suits in this week's episode? Yes. We're filming it tomorrow. It'll be out probably on the weekend or next week. Anyway, I'm going to call it there. Cutting off the chat right now. Because I need to take a break from my eyes for a minute. Now we're not at the 2-hour mark yet, but we'll take a break for a minute here. So I can learn how to mumble more. No, 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 no. Why the fuck do people come in and say shit like that? Like, if you're not enjoying the channel, just fuck off. Just stop watching. Go fucking watch something else that will tickle your junk. Like, don't fucking be here complaining and bitching like a little bitch. And he's probably still watching, too. They called me out and they made fun of me. Oh, my God. Fuck you. Nobody's making you watch. So you don't have to fucking complain. The Botany Bay was a submarine. I don't remember that. Yeah. Fucking look at the design. Look at it in the episode, man. It's a converted submarine. You should get some of that eye gel. Works great on really long dries when your eyes start to dry out. Yeah, I probably should. I hate putting stuff in my eyes, though. Fleet Paw, put a tampon up your nose. It works. It does work, but it looks stupid. They also work for bullet wounds, just in case you need that. YJ Wrangler agreed. Fuck off. Also, what did I miss? Look at him complaining about tired eyes. Rookie. Hey, Misha. Isn't trilithium the stuff that blows up stars in generations? Yeah, I believe so. Maybe it was a bluff. Maybe it was a bluff. Who is physically attacking Fleet Paw? No one. YJ Wrangler. Botany Bay was a sub. Yes. Oh yeah, trilithium resin is what Cisco used to poison that Maquis planet. Yes. Yes. Styptic powder for the nosebleed is a bad idea. Don't ask how I know that. Ooh, swimming chlorine in eyes. That's terrible. If we get an Enterprise in Picard Season 3, it will be a new Enterprise, because the Enterprise E was lost. Lost. I enjoy this, but I wish stuff was moving forward. Do you think we'll get a show in the 25th century? Yeah, probably. With all the shows we got on now and the popularity of Strange New Worlds now, it could definitely bolster more shows in the future. So, and literally in the future, yes, would be great. Remember, the Botany Bay was launched in the early 90s. It was launched in the mid-90s, 1996, Olivia. So not the early 90s. That's why it sounds good to use a sub. I agree, Captain. If people want to be whiny little baby bitch, and continuously complain, they can screw off. He didn't continuously complain. He said it once, and then he just didn't fucking say anything else. Captain Worf and Seven show up on the Stargazer, or show, or on the Stargazer, or both. E is my favorite ship. Say it ain't so. SC Scout Guy, that is pretty cool that there was a submarine. Memory Alpha doesn't say anything about it being a sub. Really? Really? We did a whole video on the Botany Bay, dude. It talks about the hastiness that they had to do it in. They attached rocket boosters to it. They basically reinforced the submarine, which was already airtight, included the stasis tubes, and launched it into space. It's a converted, and I can't even remember the class of the sub. It's a converted Fleet Paw. Look up our episode on the Botany Bay and post the link. It's a good episode. Starship Mine. When the Enterprise is having a decontamination suite, people come aboard to steal the trilithium. Barbara Mott has to stop them. Was Ro killed being a Maquis? Can't remember. Was it ever addressed? I fucking hope so. I can't stand Ro. Have you seen the Lego Optimus Prime? Looks pretty cool. I've seen a lot Lego Optimus Prime. It's like a small one. I have it downstairs. If there's a big one, I haven't seen that yet. So no. So do you think that Starfleet did not let Seven join Starfleet because of or become a captain because of her rebellious streak? Yes. It wasn't because she was a Borg. Doesn't sound any stranger than a missile being converted into a ship that went to war. Thank you, Sovereign Knight. Yes. Here's the first one done 6 years ago. Woo. Yeah, it was a long time ago we did the Botany Bay, so enjoy. And the full breakdown and review done 2 years ago. Wow, we did 2? I don't remember doing 2. Is one okay, so the 2 year ago one, full breakdown and review, would be a full episode. Is the other one just a mission briefing? I don't remember doing a mission briefing on the Botany Bay. The new Lego Optimus Prime just came out within the last few days, though I haven't seen it then. Do you think Discovery would course correct to episodic television? No. Because I saw an article not that long ago is Star Trek Discovery isn't trying to be like old Star Trek and it's not planning to anytime soon or something like that. It's such a stupid fucking title. It's like, yeah, they're bucking tradition. Nah. So, fuck Discovery. Who can see the submarine in the Botany Bay? If it can take the compression of the sea, it can do space. Tinfoil does space. I'm surprised they haven't canceled Disco to focus on Strange New Worlds. It's different teams, though, so. But not totally different teams because they're both in Toronto. I want to get on that bridge. I want to get on the Strange New Worlds bridge set. It's in Toronto. It's an hour and a half away from me. It's like right there. I just want to like get somebody that is a fan of Trekyards in the production and just get us on the set. Sovereign says I actually stopped watching Discovery, lost interest in it entirely. Disco will be done next season, 8 episodes, and it's done. How do you know that? General Grievous, they won't cancel Disco until they can end it with more seasons than Enterprise to cancel it. Would be to admit the show is struggling. Problem is, yes, we've got 5 seasons. We're going to stop now. We're better than Enterprise. They had 4 seasons. With 26 fucking episodes per season, you bitches only have 10. You don't have like a quarter of the shows that they do at this point. So shut your mouth. Seriously. If that's the way Discovery wants to be. I like the behind the scenes on the uniforms from today's Ready Room. I haven't seen that yet. It's amazing how thin the skin of the Lem was during the Apollo missions. Yes. Josh Knoll, I would love to get on set too, but I'm in Ottawa, so harder for me. Misha, I still really enjoyed Picard Season 2. I'm sure I'm wrong, but I don't really care. That's the way it is. That's fine, Misha. I wonder if Anthony Rapp could get y'all on. I mean, Discovery sets, maybe? I don't know about Strange New Worlds, though, because like they're different facilities. Don't know. Enterprise was way bigger than Discovery. JB finally got his Taco Bell. Man, Taco Bell sounds good. I like Star Trek because it is the blueprint to the future I grew up with in a Christian household, and I grew up listening about the end of days and Antichrist, all which freaks me out. But Star Trek calms my nerves. Enterprise was so much better. Joseph Barbato, they will end Disco at season 8 so they can say it was the longest running show in history. Andrew K. Breaking news. Star Trek YouTuber Captain Foley breaks onto Strange New World set. He was found sitting in the captain's chair before getting tased. More at 11. Diesel Robot. Will they spend more money per episode than Enterprise? That makes it better, right? No, it doesn't. General Grievous. I'm sure they could even get the captain his room key. You guys. Mike, correction. The 10th episode, 5th season was ordered by Paramount Plus in January 2022. Filming is expected to begin on June 2nd. In June. The season is expected to premiere in early 2023. Yeah, so it's showing there's a 5th season. Doesn't mean it's going to be the last season. You also said 8 episodes, but this says 10 episodes. So I'm confused. Now I want chili cheese burrito. Squadron Course. That's the great thing about Star Trek. The world almost ends lots of times, but someone always saves it. Terry West says, did y'all notice the Enterprise firing red phaser beams? LOL, finally we got phaser beams. And I believe they used the right sound effects. Yes, but people are complaining that they're not blue. So, can't make anyone happy these days. I think Disco will end on season 5. I think they said it will be the end of Disco next season, and then they will start on Starfleet Academy spinoff with Tilly. That makes sense, actually. Kit 10K. So far, the Enterprise D is the most on-screen appearances of any other ship. All of TNG, DS2, DS9, counting Emissary, and 2 parts. Kit 10K, 1 in Picard as a dream, and 1 in Enterprise as her, and with her death in Generations. Wow, that's actually what I got. A chili cheese burrito with extra cheese. I want a double cheeseburger dressed like a Mac. Oh, yes. I wonder what galaxy level threat Burnham overcomes in season 6. YJ Wrangler says, well, they should be blue, though. No? Depends on which episode of TOS you're watching. Let's start talking about food and make Stuart hungry. I found it interesting that Ensign Mount said that they filmed with the set not yet finished. I love Dr. Mbanga in the last episode. Never order the house dressing. Trekyards. At least no one is complaining about there being noise in the vacuum of space, laughing my fucking ass off. Remember, no one can hear you scream. General Grievous, I got a delivery of tandoori Italian food, non-bread, and mango lassi. Terry West says blue phaser beams would be cool, but maybe they changed them during TOS. Dun dun dun. Yeah. All right, guys. Calling it there. We're at 122 minutes. We're just over an hour. My eyes are burning. Apparently I'm mumbling. So, yeah. Does anyone want the last Super Chat slot? Just saying. Nobody's answered Kit's call for another $50 or higher Super Chat. I would love to see that. I don't think we will, but hey. And even if you just want to throw in $1 for the last Super Chat slot, now's the time. Just got to stop reading the iPad because it was killing my eyes. I can see them on here, so thank you. Thank you, Bones. Thank you, everyone. 185 likes. Hit that like button if you're just watching this on a replay or something. Let's try to get those likes up, but we need Jeffrey Combs to make an appearance in Stranger Worlds. Yes, yes, we do. Grant McGregor, $5. Music is good. Just in general, or the Strange New Worlds music? Matt Boardman, $2. Strange New Worlds snipe. You're welcome, Kit. Fleetpod, $2. Don't have it otherwise. Don't have it otherwise. I'd do 50. Well, thank you, Fleetpod. General Grievous, $2. Have some food, Cap, and rest your eyes. Gowron. But not today. Don't think I should have food. I'm already fat, as it is, so. But thank you. Looks like so far General Grievous is the last Super Chat slot. Still have drink left. Sour cherry Chihuahua drink. Yeah. As you see. a fat fucking awesome Trekkie. Thank you, Trekyard. Don't know if that's the correct response. The correct response is be, you're not really fat, Cap. You look pretty good. But hey, you know, thanks. At least I'm fucking awesome. What does that sound? Somebody doing some sketchy shit outside. I'm big boned. It's an acronym. That's only PHAT. Pretty hot and tempting. Fleet Paw throws in $2. Not today, Grievous. There's Chapel. I need your help. Oh. You're not fat, Cap. You're fucking awesome. See? That's the correct response, Trek or not. General Grievous snipes in with $1. Sorry, Fleetpaw. Kit's challenging people to $10 super chats, and they don't get that, so he's challenging you to $5 super chat. I didn't say you were fat. I used an acronym. Okay. We'll believe you. I'll believe you. Thousands wouldn't, but I will. Fuck, this old card is pissing me off tonight. I know, it's over. Don't worry about... Oh, they're time particles, too. What? Time particles. Are time particles better than time crystals? Hashtag hell yeah. You're not fat, Cap. You're just fluffy. See, that's also an acceptable response. So every time you say it means you're fucking awesome, Trekkie, but I would wrote the red particle. You got two $5 super chats there, Kit. So that's a 5 and a 10, technically. From General Grievous, $5. I want Saval on Strange New Worlds, CBS. Make it happen. And Bones, 47, puts in $5. I double dare you. To do what, Bones? Bones. Ooh, that was disgusting. Well, let's just pause that. Pause the time particles. I'm going in a minute, guys. Just, you're hanging out with me now, just in real time. Ooh, Shaw. Kit 10K just threw in a $10 PayPal. Thank you, Kit. Thank you, Kit. That was awesome. It's one of those weird things. I want to end, but I don't want to end, you know? I like you guys. But I'm kind of done with reading the iPad, so... Say goodnight, Captain. Say goodnight, good Captain. Good night, good Captain. We're 191 likes. I'm not leaving until we get 200 likes. That's 9 more people. 9 more people have to hit that like button. Don't need any more super chats. I don't need anything. I just need 9 more likes. I want 9 people to like me. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. I'm going to sit here until we get it. Which... Poor Sam Kirk dropped on his head. Yes, blue shirt Picard. Hit that like button, guys. See, Kit 10K is yelling at you. Let's close that. Yay, it's not an inappropriate wallpaper today. That happens, you know, especially in this house. Some of you can attest to this. $194 likes, 6 more. We've got 94 people. This should be possible. Come on, you guys are coming in late. You haven't hit like yet. Hit that like button. Best ship on Trekyards. There, Olivia shared her link for the cat by the looks of it. If you don't hit that like button, it means you hate puppies. If you don't hit that like button, it means you like Discovery. Eight away. Oh, we are. So. Oh, I'm checking it. Oh, what's up, guys? Hit that like button. See kids yelling at you. And I'm not being entertaining. I'm just sitting here at this point. Hit that strange new like button. I don't know. Picard answered, I don't want the game to end. I know, right? I unliked. I love Discovery. Well, that's not fair. 4 away. We're getting there. 195. Well, 195 on my end. I don't know. You can be entertained just sitting there. I've seen the Trekyards. Okay. I'm just going to see it. It's going to be the end of the live. 197 on my end. Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's almost at 200. 2 more likes. 2 more likes. 190. I see 198. Sovereign keeps getting updates before I do. Now I'm at 197. Somebody else heard me say that thing about Discovery. Hit that like button or you don't like Star Trek. There you go. That's better. Now it's going to just jump right up to 250. You know what I have? I don't know if you guys knew this. But I got a Klingon bird of prey. It's still here. I haven't moved it when I should. It shouldn't be sitting on the couch in my ready room. But it's still here. I love you.
May fortune favor the foolish.
Look, I look like Rudolph.
All right, Mr. Zulu, let's see what she's got.
And then there's my mustache. There's the awesome mustache. And then there's the not as awesome, but straight out mustache. And then we got the yes, evil twirly mustache. We're losing likes. We're at 196. I got a big nose too. Pretending that the bird of prey is Sylvia. Got my nose in the rear end there. Was that too much? That was probably too much for some people. I don't know. Turn the lights on. It's beautiful. I love this thing. It's so cool. Look at that rear end. I'm telling you. Yes, Trekyards After Dark. Come for the trek. Stay for the weird. No, I don't want to do the evil laugh. It's too much. See? Red alert, red alert. Yeah, we're not going to hit 200. God damn it. I'm mad. Downgrade to a little Romulan bird of prey. There's my little mustache. Me, me, me. I could turn that upside down and do me, me, me. Me, 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 me. It's shooting plasma torpedoes. It's decloaking. Sorry, it kind of comes in like this. Fire. Oh, it turned off. No, it comes in like this and goes. Fire. 201. Did we hit 200? Oh, we're at 199 on my end. Shit balls. Squadron Course says 201, but I see 199. This is unacceptable. 200. Everybody's saying 200 except for me, and I'm the one on the working end of this thing. $200. There it is. Victory is mine. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Join us tomorrow in the early afternoon, I think around, he releases it at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is our edited review, and at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our full breakdown and review of this episode. We just dropped down to 199 again, but that's okay. We're already at 200, so thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great night. This is Captain Foley, signing off, and I hope I entertained you. Are you not entertained? Probably not, because I mumble. I'm a mumble monster.